Hello, this is video number 3 of our Somerset Tapestry painting work. So I'm just going to plough on really with more of the painting of it. So far we've got our willow motifs along there and along the top. And now I've drawn in pretty much everything that I need now. So I'm just going to show you a little bit more of the painting. What I remember I had Glastonbury tour there. So this is going to be quite a solid block of colour, which is a little bit different. Everything else, like I said, is kind of the same width of brushstroke, but this is going to be a solid block, which I think will form almost like the central point of the picture. So good to have one thing possibly which has got a different density to it, so you haven't got everything all exactly the same. You've got one thing that's going to stand out. And to me, Glastonbury Tour is very much a thing that stands out in Somerset as a kind of icon of Somerset, really. So I've got my hill with the little path that goes down, which is just great. I don't know if anybody's tried running down it. Running down it, if you are able, is just scary and wonderful thing to do. So get to the top and make sure there's nobody kind of in your way, and then run all the way down. It's just the best fun ever. Right, and here is my little tower on the top there, and I've put a little bit more dark paint into that, just so it's going to stand out. Okay, so there's my kind of central motif there. Okay, I'm going to plough on really with more of this. I've got that little row of houses, and I'm going to just put the windows and things in as I go along. So a little door, windows. I don't know if you know you get these rows of houses that are up on a kind of ridge along by the Somerset levels, like almost as if they're sort of built up on a kind of dike or something to stop them from getting flooded, and I just think they look great. So these are my up on a wall almost little sets of houses. There's a nice big house with lots of windows. Get some nice big houses at Boroughbridge. I always fancied one of those. So as you can see, I'm just doing them as I go along. I'll show you the birds now. Now the birds I did this before with another little Somerset video. They are kind of just fish shapes. Can you see those fish shapes? And then with a curved wing, or those two, the wings come out from the fish shape from the same spot. So there's my wings coming out. I'm going to make those a little bit blacker because those are my starlings, you know, the great sort of murmurations you get over the Somerset levels, which are amazing if you catch them at that right time in the winter when they're coming in kind of late afternoon. It's absolutely a spectacle like nothing else. So they're just little silhouettes, so no kind of fancy detail on these. Little head. So just pulling them together as I go. Okay, you get the idea of that. The cheeses. Now the cheeses are kind of fun to do. That's like a big cheddar cheese. So I've done a sort of big flat cylinder, and then I've chopped a little slice out to give that look of cheddar cheese. Give it that cheesy look. So I've got a great row of cheddar cheeses there. Now I can fill those in a bit, I think. They look a little bit too, there's not enough strength to them as yet. So I'm just going to add maybe a little bit of wateriness, just watery grey blue on the edges there. Okay, I'd quite like to get lettering into this, so I might write the words cheddar. I've written the words Quantox there because I was thinking about the 7 sisters. I don't know if there are still 7, but the 7 trees on top of the Quantock Hills. And okay, so I'm just sort of ploughing on really, filling it all in. I've got the apples and Sheppey cider. I've got 2 pears coming in there, and the cows to fill in. And I will just sort of plough on. I've got 2 more of my willow trees there, just to kind of keep repeating that little motif. And I'm trying here to draw the scissor arch at Wells Cathedral. So I'll just carry on, and in the end we'll end up with something looking a little bit like this. I've got a little bit more to talk about in part 4, so I will see you then. Thank you.